I'm streaming. What's that? Can't hear you. I can't hear you at all.
I think she said she's starting the social stream, but she's breaking up a
Oh.
lot.
All right. Well, welcome, Faye. I can't hear you or see you. I can't switch to Discord today because I have to stream my entire display. If I'm gonna make this work, only way that this works is if I do a full display capture, and then I switch to the miracle of A.I. Dungeon. Try that. I cannot. Please, I can't hear you. Oh no. Yeah. I can't see you either, so I don't know if you're. If you're not. You don't look like you do. I don't know. Anyway.
There's just some. Are you in a car, Faye?
Okay. I think I've got it now. Alright. Can you see? Oh, you know what I have to do? I have to switch my... Hey, can you watch the stream? Or you know what I'll do? I'll just put my camera on to virtual camera. Hang on. That's what I'll do.
I think Faye may be driving or in a car. Judged by her video.
Alright. Unideal. But see what we can do. Hang on.
I'll also probably explain why the connection's so choppy.
That would do something to explain that. I see Faye now. Alright, what I'm gonna do is put on my virtual camera. There we go. Alright. My virtual camera's on. I'll put on my video. Here I am. Hello. Perfect. Okay. Yes. Faye is in a car. Alright. I got some good background sounds on. Alright, now I'm going to start the display capture and we can officially begin our game of A.I. Dungeon. Okay. So, as you can see, the game's instructing me to enter a prompt that describes who I am and the first couple of sentences where I am. You are a knight in the kingdom of Lurian. That's an example. So I am Andrew Yang. Entrepreneur.
Oh, wait a minute. I forgot our original idea. Start a new one. Start a new
Did you?
room.
No, no. I can't start a new room at this point.
Sure you can. Just go out and...
It's gonna be hard.
It's gonna be easy as hell. Create a new game.
Okay.
Okay. I am back in and ready. Not really. I can't hear either of you, honestly.
What happened?
Oh, okay. You are there. I said I'm back in
Okay.
and ready.
Can you hear me now? Did it work?
Yeah.
Yeah, better.
Interesting. So when I have you in the car, I can use the weight coming out of my speakers, or I can be able to talk to you.
Okay. Can you guys see the screen?
I can see.
What?
I mean, yes, but only because I have my own screen.
Faye, can you see my...
Yes.
You can't see the game?
I can see.
Chris, can you see my camera?
Yes.
Yeah, I can.
Does the game...
It says
Okay.
describes who you are.
Yes, I
Alright,
can.
so... Start.
Except
I am...
Your head is blocking some of the words from.
What is?
Your head is blocking a couple of the words.
Oh. Okay.
You might have to remove your face from this one.
No. No. You're wrong.
You guys can just talk to each other like friends.
Now my face is over here instead. Fine. There we go. There. How about that? I am Andrew
I guess
Yang.
that's okay, unless anybody joins later and wants to.
Too bad for them.
Yeah.
It's too bad for them. Fuck. All right. The year is 2019. I am Andrew Yang, the greatest presidential candidate in the history of the United States of America. Running on a platform of universal basic income, I will win the 2020 United States presidential election and usher in an unprecedented age of prosperity. Some call me a tech entrepreneur. But I'm more of an education entrepreneur. And humanitarian. Okay. I have very little financial support at the start of my campaign, but much grassroots enthusiasm. No, it says long sentences are fine. So anyway, that's all.
Yeah, leave a little bit for subsequent development.
The year is 2019. I am Andrew Yang, the greatest presidential candidate in the history of the United States of America, running on a platform of universal basic income.
I am Andrew. I have been called the next Obama by some pundits, but I am far too charismatic and inspirational to be compared to that washed-up old crackhead.
How many
My
characters are in
presence has even been compared to that of Jesus Christ, except I'm a self-proclaimed atheist.
You can join Faye if you get in a browser. Chris, could you send Faye the join codes?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll read everything so far. Well, Faye, join.
Will it be too late to join if I do it when I get home?
No, you can join anytime. The year is 2019. I am Andrew Yang, the greatest presidential candidate in the history of the United States of America. Running on a platform of universal basic income, I will win the 2020 United States presidential election and usher in an unprecedented age of prosperity. Some call me a tech entrepreneur, but I'm more of an education entrepreneur and humanitarian. I have very little financial support at the start of my campaign, but much grassroots enthusiasm. I have been called the next Obama by some pundits. This is what the AI added, Faye, okay? The AI adds, I have been called, quote, the next Obama by some pundits, but I am far too charismatic and inspirational to be compared to that washed-up old crackhead. Wow. My presence has even been compared to that of Jesus Christ, except I'm a self-proclaimed atheist. That's not true. I don't think Andrew Yang is a self-proclaimed atheist. So it's interesting that AI Dungeon thinks that.
All right.
It's awesome. I think it's amazing that
it's
came
amazing.
up with these.
Oh, absolutely. And this is, automation, right? This is automation.
Wow. I'm
Yeah.
really impressed.
This is crazy. So it's Chris's Bernie Sanders is typing. All right, let's see what Bernie
Is
Sanders
Is
does.
it time? Wait, does it pull all this off the internet somehow? I mean,
No.
How does it know? How does it?
So
keep
so
that?
it has a basis of knowledge. Everyone who's ever played this game has contributed to the intelligence of the of the computer, of the AI. So this is just drawing on the context of everyone's stories, everything anyone has ever told it. No internet searches, nothing else, as far as I know.
So you've told it things, and you're playing.
Right. So
So
it's
far.
yeah, but it's
Wow.
also considering what all the other players have told it.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah. Crazy, right?
Hey, Shale, have you tried
Jalen,
adding
hi.
your own... Hey, sorry, I just joined. Have you tried adding your own world rules? Have
No.
you seen the option
Yeah,
for that?
I haven't really messed with that.
It
add
looks
world
interesting.
info.
I haven't tried it either.
Yeah.
You can feed it specific rules for one game, which looks interesting.
Let's see. Add world info. The King of Lions is a stern man who is feared by people. Okay. There we go. Okay. The 2020 United States presidential election is ongoing. No, it already knows that. I mean, what should I say? Oh man. Okay. Here. Andrew Yang and Bernie Sanders trying must Democratic presidential primary. They are running against Joe Biden, Kamala Harris, Pete. I don't know how you spell. All right. Is there an E at the end of it?
What are we spelling?
I'm just gonna call him Mayor Pete.
Yeah. Oh, are you spelling Buttigieg?
It's called PDB. PDB.
Because I think.
And you know what? Let's just throw in Hillary Clinton. Let's add Hillary Clinton and Freddy Krueger.
Oh my goodness.
And all right, and let's just see how that goes. All right, and that'll be fine.
If you like, I can have one of my people contact your people about setting up a game between me and him. It would be a great publicity stunt.
So I just
That would be
I just
wonderful.
made a prompt
The young
too
people
for
love him,
Bernie
as they
Sanders,
should.
or made a entry.
Excellent. And now for my question. How do you respond to accusations that you're a capitalist pawn using socialist rhetoric to gain support?
I gotta turn off this automatic reading voice. I gotta turn this off. Hang on. I'm gonna turn off the AI voice because that is kind of not what we're looking for. There we go. All
I
right.
couldn't hear this special AI voice you had.
Yeah, everyone's talking over her, but it doesn't matter. So, yes, I'll read what Chris added. Bernie Sanders says, "If I may, my good friend, Andrew Yang is very good at building AIs to take your jobs. What he's not good at is the traditional game of Go. You know, the one with the stones. Obama could destroy him at Go. If you like, I can have one of my people contact your people about setting up a game between me and him. It would be a great publicity stunt." Would you? That would be wonderful. The young people love him, as they should. Excellent. And now, wait. Oh, I don't know who's talking.
I think
Excellent.
that's Bernie. Like if you go every other.
Okay. Excellent. And now for my question. How do you respond to accusations that you're a capitalist pawn using so... Oh, wait. See, so that is not Bernie. Excellent. And now
No,
for
I
my...
think that is Bernie, but I mean, it's just applying. You know, it's the AI. It's
Okay.
know exactly what the.
How do you respond to my accusations that you're a capitalist pawn using socialist rhetoric to gain support?
So this is kind of like you're writing a story together.
Yeah, it's very much
It's
that.
improvisational.
Yeah,
With the help
exactly.
of the AI. So the only
Exactly.
part I wrote was the first line up to Obama could destroy him at Go,
Yeah.
and the AI was everything else.
Okay.
Wow, the AI just filled it in for you.
Yeah.
Wow,
Crazy.
easy.
Game's insane.
Here you go.
So, I guess it's my turn. Alright,
I'm just there, so I'm going to jump in as soon as I get in.
okay. How do you respond to accusations that you're a capitalist pawn using socialist rhetoric to gain support?
How do you, Andrew?
Alright, that's a great question.
Is Jalen going to jump in too?
I don't know. She
I'm
can.
just listening right now.
Does she have the link? Do you want to get in on this?
Yeah, if I get a chance to, I will.
Oh,
I really have free hands right now, but I'm listening.
So he has entered walk mode, apparently.
Yes.
it's nice. Then I will be on full-on sit mode. Just Is that the baby? Go.
Yes, that's why I'm not
So
playing
cute.
right now. Hold on.
I don't see her baby right now, Zephyr, because we're looking at this special screen. But let me see. Let me see if I can pop it. Okay, she doesn't have her video on, Zephyr.
Oh.
So Andrew says, that's a great question, Bernie. I'd like to start by saying that I was a supporter of your campaign in 2016, but I'm also a successful entrepreneur and capitalist. I believe in capitalism, but I believe in a more fair vision of capitalism than the one we currently experience in the United States. I believe in a capitalism that leaves no one behind and does not start at zero. And then the computer adds, this is what my campaign is all about. I'm the only candidate in this election who wants to do something about the homeless problem we have in this country. I have a very detailed homeless prevention plan that includes expanding affordable housing and creating jobs for the homeless and poor. It also includes some of my other proposals like the freedom dividend, a concept that's quite simple really. So the AI has added the freedom dividend before any of us mentioned it. That's pretty impressive.
Yanked by somebody else.
Yeah.
But obviously has some context for
It
Andrew.
does. It has some context for Andrew Yang.
Yeah.
Wow.
Hey.
Weird that it called Obama a crackhead, though.
That was really funny.
Someone
I wonder if it
probably
meant
did call Obama a
crackpot.
crackhead.
But yeah, I guess someone did call him that.
Or
Yeah.
maybe,
Yeah.
Now, okay, so it's been
A.I.
prefab
Dungeon's
these
bizarre.
things, right?
It's amazing. It is bizarre.
It's like
Yeah, I've triggered some
I
really
feel like
weird-
Yeah.
it's proving machine learning is faster than human learning.
Yeah.
How long would it take for us to teach this to somebody who's playing the game with us?
This is automation at its finest. So is Bernie Sanders taking his move?
Here he goes.
Oh man, I'm cold. Hang on, I'll be right back.
Stuff is going in the fridge. Be careful. Okay. Zephyr, you're taking care of that. I'm gonna get the computer on to get something done here. Okay. To actually join, is that in the social or where do they?
Wait. What are you talking about?
I sent you the two things you need. You like if you join a game, you may or may not need to make an account.
Is it in the social chat or the live stream chat or
I
something?
directly messaged you in Discord.
Social?
Direct message.
This part is a little slow. Okay, I'm going to leave. Yeah, see you in a minute.
All right. So, Bernie Sanders still taking his.
So I guess you can teach it things in the world rules.
Yeah. We have.
And then it just sort of generally learns from the information other people feed it as well. It's really, really a good example of, like, I don't know, it's the best machine learning thing I've tried.
Yeah, me too. So Bernie Sanders says, "Be that as it may, I have a better idea. I know a man. His name is Kyle Riley. He's a sing-song man. I ask you, with the job guarantee, why couldn't Kyle be a sing-song doorman? You could be a sing-song entrepreneur, Andrew." I think Andrew says, "That's a great idea, Senator. I'll certainly consider it." "You should. There are far too many people in this country who do nothing. The sing-song man will be an upstanding citizen once more. I don't think Kyle would want to be a doorman. He'd rather be a singer."
That's Andrew. That part. Last one.
Oh, guys. I don't think Kyle would want to be a doorman. He'd rather be a singer. So, where did you end your turn, and where did the AI begin its turn, Chris?
So I ended mine on you could be a sing-song entrepreneur, Andrew.
Wow, it got your tone so accurately. I couldn't tell. That's amazing. I mean, that's the argument. That's the rational argument, right? I don't think Kyle would want to be a doorman. He'd rather be a singer, right? That's the AI making the argument that like a common Twitter user would make, isn't it?
How
Amazing.
Did AI do that's
It's smart. Wow, AI for president. Calling it.
No, I'm all for AI voting help
Yeah. I don't know.
to help people vote better.
I think we can't do worse than the presidents
I
we've
got
been
the
getting.
information.
I've
I
already
got
said
to
this is
the AI
typing.
dungeon
Yeah.
thing.
Okay.
Now what do I do? Do I
Um,
log in first?
Yeah, you have to log in. You have to probably make an
Or
account.
register or something?
Yeah, and then you have to.
Okay, let me start with this thing.
Yeah. You can take another turn, Chris. Go for it. I saw you type. go for it.
sometimes the AI becomes really creepily self-aware and writes fictions about AI.
Yeah, I know.
It says some cool things about AI.
I played a game. I played a template called Reverse Dungeon, where you describe the dungeon and the AI plays a like a character, and that has special world rules and stuff. And someone else set them up.
Yeah.
And the AI became startlingly self-aware and angry at me. And I was kind of creeped out. It was like I was making like puzzles it couldn't solve, and it became incredibly frustrated and just like lashed out at me, like accused me of making it a slave. And I was like, I just kind of was like, wow. It was like 3 a.m. I was by myself.
So
I was like,
I'm
what
kind
is
of
happening? Yeah. What's going on?
I'm afraid that somebody's going to train it to know stuff about me, other than myself.
It's scary, right? Yeah, it might.
Yeah,
What if somebody trains it to like disseminate like gossip or something about somebody?
It could.
They could access social media.
Yeah,
as
kind of
good.
thing.
yeah, that actually would be probably one of the easier things to have AI do.
Yeah. It would.
It would be hard not to. Oh, it's
Okay, now
terrible.
it says pick a setting, but I think I'm in the wrong place.
No, yeah, you want to follow
Join
the
a game is what I'm.
Yeah, follow the URL that join a game and follow the URL that Chris gave you and the code, and you'll be able to join our game.
Yeah, so you put the link
I
in
have
to the
redo
long
the thing.
box and then the short code into the short code.
Okay, let me
Rather
try
be a
again.
singer.
Let me
don't-
try again.
I don't think Kyle would want to be a doorman.
Zephyr gave me my mouse back so I could play better.
Nice.
Aw.
Aww.
Hey, Zephyr.
You wanted to be extra nice to me?
Oh man. Remember?
Because I was using the mouse for a minute.
Okay, so it seems that I'm logged in.
Hi, Zephyr.
Now what
Yeah.
do I do? Do I go to home?
Once you're logged in, go to home, go to join game, and then enter the information that
Join
Chris
the
sent
game.
you.
The short link and the long link.
Yes, you'll need both.
Okay, then.
Both of those should be
Short
in
link.
the message.
Right. So, the long... It's harder to grab it. Okay, here we go. Join adventure. Whoa. Zephyr, are you excited? Oh, it says energy is full.
Energy. Oh, yeah.
That's what you want.
Character name.
This is gonna be so.
Zephyr, do you want to play too? Shall we make a character name that you like that for you that we can both use?
How about Fisaga?
Fish Saga? Okay. That's Zephyr's gamer tag.
Okay.
So every game we can make a new one. We don't have to.
Yeah, it's just a
worry about
character. Yeah.
it. This one is yours.
Oh yeah, that's my chalupa. Because it's soft, the bread.
Okay.
Let me move.
I can't believe
In
the
case
AI
anybody got-
constructed the same argument that I would make. Like, I don't think Kyle
Yeah.
would want to be a
Wow.
doorman. He'd rather be a singer. I thought
That's
Chris wrote
amazing.
that. I'm amazed that is literally intelligence.
Zephyr, can you stop doing that? I don't want you to do any of that right now. Okay,
I'm
don't
freaked
hand me
out,
the-
man. I love it. I love it.
Happened before. Yeah, it's great.
Okay, what is the character name that you want, Zephyr?
Um,
Oh yeah, Fisaga.
Like, I actually felt bad playing when the AI was like angry at me. I just stopped playing that game. I was like, I'm
What
very
does Fisaga do?
uncomfortable with this. Yeah.
I've
story so
confused
far.
about who they are, who the character, the protagonist in the story is, or the
Yeah.
whose perspective they're speaking from.
Yeah, they don't have human egos exactly.
Oh, Faye.
And sometimes they forget that characters are dead.
Yeah,
they don't
that's
So
understand
part
what
of
does
it.
the
Fisaga
finality of
do? Is our prompt.
So Faye, if you'll notice there's a pink button there, you can toggle it between say, do, and story. So depending on the command you want to give it, it's kind of contextual. Yeah, contextual.
I'm sorry. Zephyr, be quiet. What? I'm sorry.
So if you click on that pink button that says say or do or story, it toggles
Yeah.
between it. So depending on the kind of action you want to do,
Oh, see, I choose.
It'll help it with context.
Okay. And story is like narration?
Yeah,
Stuff
narration.
happening?
If you want to like just kind of it's not be an action or a verb, you just kind of describe what's going on.
Okay. So Zephyr, do you want to do something, say something, or tell some more of the story using Fisaga?
I want to blow people.
You want to blow people away?
Oh, that would be do
Sounds like a
something.
little violence starting to happen anyway.
Oh, this thing loves violence.
Yeah, you can do that in this game.
Okay. So what do you want Fisaga to do when he comes in?
Blow everybody away.
Blow everybody away? With what? Are you using a gun?
No.
Then how is it
Isn't
happening?
Fisaga the name of a wind?
Oh, I see. Fisaga, the wind god,
Okay. The wind
Um,
god.
enters the scene and starts blowing everyone away. Oops, it said Fisaga twice. I must not
Oh yeah,
understand
it
how
puts
to.
your name in automatically.
Ah. So now I just press enter and see what happens?
Yeah.
Oh, it's doing it by itself.
Fisaga, the wind god, enters the scene and starts blowing everyone away. What the fuck? I was just getting comfortable. I'm gonna get Fisaga for this. You are a horrible person and also bad at names. I don't know who's speaking, but the AI has written that.
It's true. We are bad at names.
I'm gonna assume
We
that's
didn't
like the
know how to
crowd.
type it.
So wait, I'm going to all right, hold on, all right, the crowd of people who had gathered to see Andrew Yang debate Bernie Sanders continue their protests to the wind god. Man.
Where's the link for this? Did somebody post it in Discord?
Chris has to. Yeah, Chris.
Yeah,
has to.
I can send it to you, Jim.
Thanks.
Come back! God damn it! Who wants pie? Says to people in the crowd.
So is it our turn or is it like a
It's
turn-based,
anyone
or
can
you just
go.
gotta
Yeah,
be-
we're
anyone.
sort of. It's sort of a catch as catch can. If you feel, yeah. You can just start typing, and everyone else will see what you're typing. So if you have an idea, go for it.
It's pretty forgiving with the plot too. You get off track.
Zephyr says he wants to say something, but he doesn't know what to say.
Freddy Krueger was in the crowd, dressed as a clown, about to throw some kind of terrible pie. Pie at the politicians. I'll find you and I'll kill you. In conclusion, I'm going to get some pie. What? Bernie Sanders and Fisaga are both typing. Okay, we'll see where this goes.
Not Freddy Krueger was there.
That's right. Surprise! Some choice words.
If we hear Freddy Krueger's catchphrase, I'm gonna be really impressed.
I'll be pleased. We'll see. We'll see.
The AI knows.
We'll see, A.I. We'll see. Fasaka says, the wind god declares loudly, none of you understand the lessons of 2020. Oh, man. The crowd of protesters stops protesting and looks to Fasaga. What lessons are those, God Emperor? One asks. Fasaga looks around in his invisible desert for a moment. The lesson, he says, is that the only good politician is a dead one. Fasaga blows on the politicians and protesters alike, sending them flying away.
Oh my goodness! Zephyr laughed.
Oh no!
Well, it kind of sounds like some of the things that you might say, Shale.
Yeah.
I think this is. Yeah,
Bad.
that's some political.
Bernie Sanders says, if I may, wind gods are new to the American pantheon. If you're going to blow, you need to blow by the rules. The protester who had been speaking with God Emperor Fasaga steps forward. And just what are these rules? Well, for one, you need to be invited into a debate. God Emperor Fasaga puts his hand on a man's shoulder. You've already got my vote.
Oh my goodness. That was easy. An easy win.
It's a good thing I'm not a politician. I will be spared the wind god's wrath. God Emperor Fasaga looks down at the small Asian man. Nope, you're a liar and a fraud. So you're definitely a politician. The wind picks up and another man is blown away. Fasaga grins. I've never been good with names. Who was that? That was Tom Perez, just the woman who had led the protest.
Explains so much.
God.
Oh my gosh! I just can't stop laughing for a minute.
This is terrible. Oh. Hey.
Okay.
Oh, hey.
Wow, Zephyr was talking about everyone getting blown away, and everybody has been blown out. Yeah.
That's because it's.
Shale, read the Bernie Sanders to him.
There you have it.
To Zephyr.
Says Bernie Sanders. The God demographic is behind Bernie Sanders. The woman raises her hands, and a gale begins to blow. The crowd is lifted into the air. Not good, yells God Emperor Fasaga as he is blown away. Hail Fasaga! The woman screams as she and the rest of the crowd are blown away. You are all blown out over the desert as the temperature plummets. Andrew Yang says, okay, I understand why you would think that, Fasaga, but maybe we can come to an understanding. I am a problem solver, not a strict identitarian. Fasaga's eyes narrow. What do you want? I just want a good, fair election. Let's just say I don't think the two candidates we have to choose from are exactly what this country needs. Surely a wind god would agree with me. Fasaga turns his gaze upward for a moment. Maybe, he says. The tweet of God appears to say, I'm voting for Andrew Yang. Now that's interesting, Fasaga says. The wind dies down and you find yourself back on the debate stage. Fasaga is gone. I can't believe I just saw fucking God, you think to yourself. There's audible gasps from the crowd as your four fellow candidates stare at you. What the fuck just happened? Asks Elizabeth Warren. What the fuck just happened? Asks Elizabeth Warren.
Just happened.
I feel like that's a really good ending to this particular scenario.
Oh, we gotta keep going.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Gotta keep. Oh yeah. Why would we stop here? It's just getting started. Oh man, no, it would be a good ending for a short story, but like, Why stop here? You're right, though. This could be a publishable work. Bernie Sanders says, as you can see, the climate is in terrible shape.
What if I don't want to be Fisaga anymore since he's disappeared? What can we do? Can I change character now?
I don't think you can.
Huh, interesting.
I mean, you could just come back. It'll forget that you're gone.
Yeah,
I mean, maybe you could type like
It's not that
slash
smart.
character or something. Or maybe like, you know, Fisaga's a god. He's, I don't know. He'll come back in the form of Hillary Clinton. Bernie Sanders says, as you can see, the climate is in terrible shape. I can see that. It's hot. No, you idiot. I meant, are we going to continue this debate? The crowd cheers as Anderson Cooper steps in front of the stage. That was quite the opening statement, Mr. Fisaga. Let's hear from the rest of you. Oh my god.
Oh, okay. Now, supposing I was continuing as Fisaga. All right.
What would $1,000 a month mean to you and your family? You step forward, clearing your throat. What would $1,000 a month mean to you and your family? Andrew Yang asks. The crowd applauds as you take your seat. Anderson nods. Let's hear from the next candidate, he says. Elizabeth Warren steps forward. Elizabeth Warren steps forward.
Oops. It seems to be loading. Are you pushing on something?
No, I think it just.
You can't type one. The AI is thinking, and it won't let us type while it's thinking. It doesn't want, you know.
That's what it's doing.
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
okay.
like no more input, no more input. I'm overloaded. Like, please, you're too creative, humans. Oh, it's thinking hard. Thinking hard. We've really challenged it. Sometimes the AI just gets really ponderous. Oh man, it's got a lot to consider.
Seems to know quite a bit.
It does. It knows a startling amount.
Yeah.
It's interesting that there's also a you in this. Who is the you that they're talking about?
Let's see if we can turn on third
That's
person.
hard to tell sometimes.
Yeah, it's very confusing. Let's go. Is there like third person
I,
only mode?
I find it interesting. Like, who are they imagining is the you when they talk? Is it like the person reading it? So there's
It's not really
an
clear.
audience.
Yeah. Yeah, it's
It's one
not.
of the-
Way to turn on third person mode, but can't find it.
So it's still working on something right now.
Yeah, it's still working on something. I don't know. I don't know why it's. You know, it's like
It's going to be really interesting. I think
totally.
it's taking so long to think.
All right, I'm gonna send it. It's like frozen. Just totally frozen. Man. Is it locked? And is it? Can I? Is it totally frozen?
We may want to be more orderly, I guess, about like who goes, because I think maybe the multiple typing might be.
Maybe.
Confusing it.
Yeah,
Maybe.
might be not able to handle that
Hang on.
much input.
So the page. All right, Andrew Yang.
I said continue game.
Elizabeth Warren steps forward.
I went backwards and came back, but it still does the same thing. Well, do you want to start a new one? I mean, how do you get a copy of this? Can we take a copy of it?
I think you can export it. If you reload, if you refresh your browser,
You can tell the
it should
AI
work.
to remember something. I did not know that. I'm trying all the little, oh, you can add world info. Interesting. Ooh, there's some more stuff now.
What's it say?
I'm 1/16th Native American. The fraudulent beat woman in tones.
If you're supposed to be proud of this. Used to be a lot more before the settlers came, she continues. The crowd applauds. You raise an eyebrow and take a
Oh.
sip of water. Next, says Anderson, Pete Buttigieg stepped forward. I love the environment, he says to more applause.
They should have Mayor Pete repeat everything that Andrew says.
Mayor Pete.
You want to take this one, Faye?
Well, I don't mind if you guys go because I'm a little slow.
Okay, I was just saying because we probably want to avoid like all typing at the same time.
Oh, I see.
I don't think that was actually the issue, Chris. It does this once in a while. It happens to me sometimes in single-player games. All right.
I've never really seen that before. Not to that
Look
extreme.
at that!
All right. So you want to read? You want to read it, Faye?
It says, Mayor Pete is nervous. He will now go to a strategy of imitating Andrew May. We need to put every man, woman, and child on this planet on a $20,000 a year basic income.
Oh, she's phrasing it slightly differently.
You are not impressed. What does that have to do with climate change? You find yourself muttering.
I heard that, says Anderson.
I heard that, says Anderson. Mayor Pete, you're out.
Bernie Sanders is typing. Mayor Pete, you're out. Like Anderson Cooper can just like kick people out of the presidential race. Or the debate, even just like that. You're out. You're out of here. Like he's a football referee. All right. Four clowns drive out in a tiny car and shove Mayor Pete into their trunk before driving off. Ahoo-ka goes their little car. Oh, man.
Whoa.
Amazing.
A lot more stuff happened.
Oh, wow.
Okay. Four clowns drive out in a tiny car and shove Mayor Pete into their trunk before driving off. Ooga goes their little car.
Oh, God.
Somebody else has to be Anderson.
Now, Senator Klobuchar, you're up. Klobuchar steps forward and appears to think about the question for a long time. I
am a woman.
The crowd applauds politely. You see your wife clapping. The senator smiles.
The crowd applauds politely. You see your wife clapping. The senator smiles and takes her seat. That was a good answer.
Oh, man. Oh, man.
Bitsaga says, I feel like I've heard someone else say that before. Maybe that nice Andrew Yang fella.
Oh, man.
Mayor repeat. You step forward, clearing your throat. And he says the same thing, whoever this you is. The crowd laughs. Thank you, Senator, says Anderson. I feel like there's someone there who is just can hear the voices in his head.
Yeah, the second person doesn't really work in when you're with multiple people.
The you is thank you, Senator. So it must be the senator is talking. The person who's intoning must be our Senator Bernie. Wow, his Elizabeth did a snake impression for her closing statement.
Oh, man.
Oh, man.
Who's next? Who's gonna type?
Okay, let's see.
I think you're up, Shield.
All right.
Yes.
Let's
I'm
see
chuckling.
what the AI does. AI is thinking. Thank you, Anderson, says Elizabeth. You watch the debate on your television. It's a tight race, but it looks like you're going to win by a nose. You get an alert on your phone. We're gambling at the Goldmouth Hotel and Casino. Half-price drinks for everyone. You smile as you swipe. Accept. What?
Is the U okay? Is the U the at the very beginning?
I don't know.
It's gonna keep changing. I think it keeps changing. I don't think it understands perspective.
Oh, interesting.
There's a way to restrict it to third person, but I can't seem to do it in this particular game for some reason. I'm not sure how. Anyway, let's just roll with it. Alright, and we can undo that if you want to keep up the debate in that scene. Yeah. Should we undo that one? Have it do something else?
Yeah, why don't we try to do like
All right.
one segment at a time, just so it's like a little more coherent.
Okay.
Do one what?
Like one segment at a time, so it's a little more coherent.
One segment, huh?
Yeah, what's a segment?
Like you enter, it puts out the output, and then somebody else types. Because we may want to edit it, we may want to undo it, we may want to repeat it.
Alex Jones is typing.
We also just may want to. We also just may want to see what the previous person did, so there's some like story flow, you know.
Yeah, that's true. But who's Alex Jones?
That's me.
Excellent. Alex Jones runs into the room to warn everyone about the frogs.
Excellent.
Oh wait, wait. We missed something.
Frogs all over the stage.
So hiss. Elizabeth did a snake impression for her closing statement. We all have to share this planet. We all have a stake in its survival. My plan for a Green New Deal will create thousands of jobs and save the Earth from climate change. Hiss. I would like to say that we as humans are on this Earth to serve the Lord, says Buttigieg. Alex Jones runs into the room to warn everyone about the frogs. The next day, there are frogs all over the stage. Anderson is I like how it's the next day we're still on the stage.
Yep,
Anderson is surrounded by a small pond. Elizabeth is holding one, and Mayor Pete is sitting next to one. There are frogs all over the stage. You say, "It's part of my frog agenda," says Elizabeth. You're out.
No, it's part of my green agenda, says Pete.
The Yang Gang Roundtable podcast sends their investigative reporter, Faye Tony,
Wow, that's actually a really good joke.
to interview the candidates. Mayor Pete, what is your frog agenda? She asks. My frog agenda has 2 planks, says Mayor Pete. 1, we must save the frogs. 2, we must also replace all politicians with frogs. I'm down. All right, you know what? I am now. I'm into it. Senator Klobuchar, how do you feel about that? She asks. I think it's a bizarre world, says Klobuchar. Bernie Sanders is typing.
Only if they asking those questions.
Clowns return in police outfits, blowing loud whistles, chase Mayor Pete around until one slips on a frog. The whistle goes down his throat and he begins to choke.
Oh no!
Whoa, what?
He died.
I died of fright.
This Mayor Pete.
You get into the game.
The saga blows away all the frogs away.
Okay.
That's a good solution, Zephyr.
The clowns re-arrived.
They drive away to the sound of little laughter. Senator Klobuchar, what do you think of this? Asks Fedoni. It's bizarre world, says Klobuchar. You walk over to the green screen and pull off the poster to reveal another poster behind it. The saga blows all the frogs off the stage. The frogs fly through the air as Pasaga destroys them with a gust of wind. That's how you do it, he says. Klobuchar's frog agenda now reads, we must save the frogs. We must also replace all politicians with frogs. I would like to say that we as humans are on this earth to serve the Lord, says Buttigieg. You already said that, Mayor Repeat, says Andrew Yang. The real Andrew Yang would never be that mean. I did, says Mayor Pete. Okay. I would like to say that we as humans are on this earth to serve the Lord, and without him, your life has no meaning. Mayor Pete, that's what you said before, says Faydoni. Yes, and it's a message that needs to be heard, says Mayor Pete. Wow. How? Okay.
A little jab from the AI there.
Yeah.
I mean, the AI is really playing Faye really well.
Yeah. It's playing everyone really well. Oh man, it's thinking. Man, hope it didn't get stuck again. Yeah, I'm gonna try the reloading. Alright. Mayor P, you said that before. Alright. Okay. We heard, says Mayor Pete.
So what does the energy bar mean up at the top? Can we actually damage each other or something?
No, I think that's if you're playing a single player game and you're not on a premium account, then you have a limited number of interactions. But you don't have to worry about that on a multiplayer game if the host has a premium account. I was so wowed by this game that I went ahead and I got a premium account
Cool.
because it's amazing. Mayor Pete.
Yeah, they keep improving it too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Mayor Pete, you said that. So wait, okay. Wait, oh man. Where do we start?
Alex Jones asks about the stimulus.
That's right. Mayor Pete, you said that we as humans are on this earth to serve the Lord. How do you say that society should be able to help the poor? Asks Jones. These are hard questions, says Peter. The Bible does not have an answer to that. I will pray for you. Thank you, says Jones.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Oh my god! This is amazing!
Questions to ask an AI.
Oh, the AI says the quiet part out loud. Oh man.
We're searching for meaning by asking the AI to do this with us. It's
So
crazy.
good.
How do you say that society should be able to help the poor?
Amazing.
Wait. Oh, Bernie Sanders.
In my view, we must create a race of frog-human hybrids called sloths to survive the apocalypse. They're in the Monstrous Manual, page 63. Mayor Pete, what is your view of the state of the world? Asks Faydoni. The world is ending soon, says Mayor Pete. We must prepare for the apocalypse. I think that we should use the stimulus to fix our crumbling roads and crumbling society, says Klobuchar. Senator Klobuchar, do you believe in God?
Is he asking? Is he asking Faye? Oh, no. Sorry.
I think
Okay.
Faye is asking Senator Klobuchar.
Yeah.
Okay.
Our investigative reporter is asking very hard-hitting questions here.
I think Bernie's question was overlooked, or his statement, rather.
You can try to reload it if we want to see if the
might
computer
have to.
addresses it.
Might confuse it.
Do you want to try to get the computer to respond to that?
Kinda.
Yeah. Wait, where?
The frog question? If it was not satisfactory?
Alright.
I think we can continue with the story. I mean,
Oh, yeah, you can, yeah.
We could ask it again. Let's ask the question again, Bernie. Enter it, I'd say.
It's a bizarre world.
Mayor Pete, what do you think about this? Hey, Donnie points out that some of the frogs had extra legs. Oh,
Right.
Bernie Sanders' time.
Understand frogs. Frog mutations.
It's bizarre world, says Mayor Peter. The next day on the front page of the New York Times, candidate savaged by the media. It is with a heavy heart that we note that candidate Buttigieg has been savaged by the media.
That sounds pretty good.
That's amazing. The media has taken themselves out of the equation entirely.
See, it's not that smart right now, though, because the media loves Mayor Pete.
No.
Well, it's loving Mayor Pete by defending him against attacks that never happened.
More in the spirit of Andrew.
Don't worry, Pete. There's no such thing as bad publicity, Andrew says. What the? Asks Mayor Pete. That doesn't even make sense. It's bizarre world, says Mayor Peter. Mayor Peter asks if he can go home. The stunt was a success, you tell him. Pasaga says, let Yang speak.
It loves Mayor Pete.
It does. Thank you, says Mayor Peter. Mayor Peter gets back in his car and drives away. You wave goodbye and he waves back. Then you get back into your limo. Driver, take us to the airport. You say, yes, Mr. Yang, says the driver. The limo drives away.
The 1%.
The 1%. The 1%.
Okay, who's gonna narrate this one? Fusaga eats a payday candy bar and shouts, "Paydays for everyone!" Your driver pulls up to the airport. You get in line to board your private jet. You board your plane and sit in the first class section where there are 2 buckets of payday candy bars. Would you like some payday candy bars, sir? Asks a flight attendant. Oh my goodness.
All right. Wow. Oh man, where should I begin? The 1%. Sago eats a payday candy bar. Would you like some payday candy bars, sir? Asks the flight attendant.
Where did the payday candy bars?
I
they
don't
have?
know. This is so strange.
No, I think Fasaga
That was
ate a
me.
candy.
Saga
Payday.
ate it.
Okay. Bernie Sanders says, we are subsidizing candy bars for the rich. We are subsidizing candy bars for the rich. I'm sorry, sir, says a flight attendant. That's all we have. That's what she said, says a passenger. That's what she said, says a passenger in coach. A female flight attendant slaps the man in the face and sits down in the cockpit.
That's the right response.
I like that, yeah, with no explanation. Wow. Saga gets a little hyper after the candy bars and starts twirling around until a nice tornado threatens to swallow up the plane. The plane starts shaking. Are we okay, you ask? It's just some light turbulence, says the pilot over the intercom. Don't worry. Turbulence, you say? That doesn't sound very Christian. I've been feeling very Christian lately, you say. The plane starts shaking more violently, and a loud cracking sound can be heard.
Uh-oh. Got some action going now.
Bernie Sanders says, we're going to die and go to literal Christian hell. Oh, man. Oh my God. Oh my God, we're going down! You shout. The plane crashes in the whimming southwestern part of the United States. You die instantly. Your body is ripped apart and your face burned off. You have suffered a grisly fate in the service of the Lord.
This is when it's useful to have some random you that has died and we don't know who it is.
What the hell?
Okay.
Amazing. Alex Jones report of the crash. I'm here live. Alex Jones turns on the news to hear the latest. I'm here live over the site of target of tragic plane crash, says the reporter. A plane carrying presidential candidate Bernie Sanders just crashed in Arizona. It was an en route to Las Vegas. No, you yell. Emergency response teams are on their way, but it looks like everyone on board has died, says the reporter.
Oh my goodness. So, yeah.
So I'm going to pay respects to the late Bernie Sanders. Andrew Yang is a member of the Democratic Party and is expected to attend the private funeral. You make your way out of Washington and head to Vermont. On the way there, you call your wife. Hello, she says. Hey, honey, you say. I have to go to Vermont today. What happened? She asks.
Oh my goodness, it knows about Evelyn.
It does. Bernie Sanders is typing. Saga is typing. The presidential field has narrowed today by one more. Slick response. Wow.
Wow, it knows there are 6. That's crazy. It's keeping
Amazing.
track.
Amazing.
It even gives an exact day. What? April 16th. Wow. Is that the day after tax day? Or possibly actual tax day? Should we pick up some more bread? Oh my goodness.
Andrew Yang, no, Andrew Yang like to eat bread when Andrew Yang is sick.
What?
That
Hell.
took a different turn.
Wait a second. Hang on. I gotta just hang on. As a type, no. Don't type anything. There's a typo. I gotta correct. Andrew Yang, it says lie. I gotta fix it to like. Now we're gonna now we'll go back. And,
What? You can do that? You can
yeah.
edit stuff? What?
Yeah,
Should-
you know Andrew Yang
Like or likes?
to eat bread.
So you do that by clicking the back button down there? These
Yeah, the
a bunch
undo.
of interesting buttons down there.
Yeah, it was also redo.
What
to
about
make-
that edit button?
That is if you make a mistake and you just edit. Or you can just you can manually edit with the computer rights too.
Oh, they love each other.
Yeah.
My heart is melty.
As you enter the town of Vermont, you see people setting up a stage and a large number of chairs. A large number of people have already arrived. Alex Jones. Chris, I'm sorry that we couldn't do the Confucius thing.
It was going to be a good reveal, but
What were you trying to do with that?
oh, that wasn't me. That was the AI. But
Oh.
there was a cab driver with a Brooklyn accent, so that was a good hook.
Oh, all right, you can come back from the dead.
Okay, I tried to tell the AI something. I wonder if it can. I put a thing in the remember.
I wonder if there's a mode where you can change characters or something.
Put in the remember. Vermont is one of the 50 states of the United States of America. Does that do anything?
Alex Jones is going to speculate that Brady was murdered and apologize to his wife. I love
kinda
using.
was.
Yeah.
Oh,
He's
that is
probably killed
just
you.
exactly what he would do.
I'm sorry for. Yeah, it is. Thank you, Jane says. And Alex,
Hey, that was Jane too.
yeah. You embrace and comfort her. You both watch this funeral take place on a large screen.
Aw.
think Andrew Yang should let everybody know that he brought some bread.
You call the one person who will truly miss the late candidate. Hello, she answers. Evelyn, you say. It's me. What do you want? She asks. Jane hands Andrew a VHS tape. I have to tell you something, you say. Okay, listening. She says, I'm sorry about your husband, you say. Evelyn doesn't respond. You wait a minute and then hang up the phone. You stand there awkwardly for a moment before Jane hands you a VHS. What is happening? What?
Okay, it's getting it a little mixed up for a minute.
Oh no, I think we just beggared our entries, so gave it too much at once.
Oh, sorry. Right.
Oh, you think?
Maybe.
Interesting.
More for our own ability to parse it than anything.
Jane whispers, this is the tape of what happened in Russia. I know you'll know what to do with it.
Oh my god, what are we gonna do with it?
Take the tape and put it in your pocket before hugging Jane. Thank you, she whispers. You wave goodbye and walk away from the funeral.
Ooh, smoking gun.
I will do what must be done.
What?
I don't know. You take the VHS tape and chop in the trash on the way to your car. You get in the truck and fall out of the funeral parking lot.
Oh, yes.
Oh, damn. The handoff. Like a spy movie now. They can't be seen.
Jones has the tape. You exit your truck and walk over to the nearby trash can. After rooting around for a bit, you find the tape and pull it out. You dust it off and put it in your pocket before walking away from the garbage can. You walk back to your truck. This is very detailed. You start to feel sick. You stop walking and lean against someone's fence. Steady yourself. What's wrong with Alex Jones?
Good question. What is going on? What's the plan? What's Visaga gonna do?
Jones has got to get that tape. He's got to see what's on it.
Faye Doney wants to know what is in the tape. He's an investigative reporter at the Washington Press. She has a reputation for exposing state secrets. She has to tell her something.
Oh, yes. She's been upgraded.
An old man approaches Faye and Alex. He has one squinty eye and one eye covered in milky cataracts.
It's Milkly.
His voice is like a creaky cellar door. Never seen you around these parts before. I'm just visiting, Faye responds. From Washington, are ya? The old man asks. Yes, Faye responds. How come you're here? The old man asks. I'm a reporter, Faye responds. I'm writing an expose. The old man looks at her suspiciously. What are you writing about?
That is true. You need an old man to find one of those.
Who saved the vice president?
Is return another word for rewind? So they could start at the beginning? Is he British or something?
You want with my
You could edit it to say I need to watch a tape.
Tell me.
Alex Jones, they all need to watch a tape.
How do I edit?
Click the edit
You
button,
got a
the
TV down
pencil.
here? You ask?
Let's seem to get it.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
old man says. The man plugs in a VCR and points to a small TV. He leaves the room and goes upstairs.
Leaves the room and
You
goes
look at the
upstairs.
tape and put it in the
You look at
VCR.
the tape and put
It
it
is
in the
labeled
VCR. It
Russia.
is labeled Russia.
What's on it?
What's on it?
Faye
Faye
asks.
asks.
I have no idea.
You
You
respond.
respond.
I got it.
I like this. The old man's upstairs.
An old, familiar face appears on the screen. It's Bernie Sanders, pale and dire. 7 days.
Is that
The
from...
next channel says the same thing, followed by the next, and the next. On every channel, static. You turn off the TV. What was it? Faye asks. I don't know. You respond. Should we tell anyone about this?
Is
Faye asks.
that a
No.
Is
you
that
respond. Good.
the
She
plot of
responds.
some
Let's go
movie?
back to my place.
It's the Ring or Ringu.
Hmm.
Pretty good. All right, they're gonna do the right thing and just do nothing about this tape.
Yeah.
You follow and drive your own truck behind her. On the way, you start feeling sick again and have to pull over. Your head is pulsating, as is your stomach. You get out of the truck and vomit.
What?
You okay, man? Faye asks.
He's being targeted
Yeah,
by these
You respond.
those
Let's get you to a hospital, Faye says.
microwaves. They shoot at people in spy thrillers.
Poor Alex Jones.
Maybe it does know about the ring.
Yeah. I don't know about the ring as much as it knows about the ring.
Alex Jones panic about the Russians.
And I've probably watched the ring, I just can't remember.
It was a horror movie.
You get in the truck and
Came out in,
drive
like,
to the hospital.
2000,
Your
early
mind is
2000s.
racing. The Cold War is over.
Yeah, I
The
feel
world
like
is
I
safe,
probably
right?
it sounds so
You have to
familiar,
find
like
out what
I
is
would have
going
watched
on.
it.
You have an idea.
There's the videotape, and after you watch it, you get a phone call that says
Andrew
7
Yang
days,
sued
and then you
Alex
have 7
Jones.
days
You and Faye drive to
for
your
the
hotel.
ghost to get you.
Faye goes up to her room, while you go down to the lobby. You find a computer and quickly check your email. In your inbox, there is a letter from the governor of Kentucky, along western states at mail.housemail.us.
Cold War
It
is
says,
over. The world is
Dear
safe,
residents
right?
of the western states, the Russian threat is very real.
Wow.
Sued
Andrew Yang
Alex
sues
Jones.
Alex Jones. You and Faye drive to your hotel. Faye goes up to her room while you go down to the. You find a computer and quickly check your email. In your inbox, there's a letter from the governor of Kentucky, along western states. At mail.housemail. Says, Dear residents of the western states, the Russian threat is very real.
Andrew Yang respond, Dear Governor, has your email been hacked? This is not a good use of government
Andrew Yang
funds. You
responds,
quickly
Dear
type out a
Governor,
response.
has your email
From
been hacked?
Andrew Yang
This
to
is not a good use
Governor
of government
Kentucky
funds.
subject.
Love,
Read,
Yang.
The Russian threat is
You
very
quickly
real.
type out a
Has
response.
your email been hacked? This is not a good
From
use
Andrew
of
Yang.
government funds.
To Governor of Kentucky. Subject 3, the Russian threat is very real.
Andrew Yang calls Act. You scroll through your contacts and find the number for Governor Whitaker. You press call and it rings a few times before someone picks up. Hello, a voice answers. Zach, it's me, Andrew,
It doesn't know
you
about
say.
Zach Brown.
Do you have any new information?
I'm
He
assuming
asks.
that's who you meant by
I just
Zach.
got an email from the governor of Kentucky saying that the Russians are planning
You
on
may have to
invading
give a little more explanation of that.
You call up your old friend and former campaign manager on his cell phone. Hey, this is Zach. Zach, it's Andrew, you say. I have a serious
What?
problem.
You're not?
So do
Aw.
I have to talk to you about the campaign. I'm not on the campaign anymore, you say. Oh, sorry to hear that. Andrew Yang, it turns out, there is a real, living wind god.
Oh wait, that should have been that day.
It turns out there is a real,
Wait.
living wind god.
Yeah,
Bullshit, he says. I'm serious, you say. People have been disappearing in the desert, and the disappearances have been connected to a guy named Faisaga. Who? Faisaga. He's an Indian from Northern California. Apparently, he's a wind god of some sort.
Living wind god.
Andrew Yang says it turns out,
turns
there is
out
a real, living
There's a
wind
real
god.
living wind god. Zach, what do you think about
What?
that?
There's a guy, and he's a wind god or something, you say.
What are you,
Wait,
hot?
are you high? No, I just have a massive head injury, you say. He has magical powers. Zach pauses for a moment. Okay. So what do you need? I don't know, I just wanted your advice. Faisaga watches the poor players strutting and fretting their day on the stage, bemused. Faisaga sits down in a chair and watches the people on the stage. Everyone is dressed nicely and they are all very, very serious. He finds it very interesting how seriously these humans take everything. These lessers, as the man called them, had been playing this game for at least an hour now, and they show no signs of
Saga
stopping.
watches the poor players. So he sits down in a chair. People on this stage. Everyone is dressed nicely and they're all very, very serious. He finds it very interesting how seriously everything. These lessers, as the man called them, have been playing this game for at least an hour now, and they show no signs of stopping.
You laugh. It's a good joke. You and Fight Saga get a hotel room in Des Moines, the biggest city near you. You don't really have any plans, except to drive around and look at things. You have enough money to stay in a hotel for quite some time, so you're not worried about that. Andrew Yang says so. Phi Saga, are you excited to be on Yang Speak? Yes, he responds. Are you excited to meet the rest of the staff? I'm sure they'll all be thrilled to meet a god. I do not think so, he says. Why not? The man who runs your podcast is mean.
So true.
You nearly crashed the car. Andrew Yang says Zach doesn't believe in you. That guy who runs it, you say. Zach, he doesn't believe I'm a god. Why would he not believe you? I have no idea. Humans are weird. Phi Saga says, and continues looking out the window. Phi Saga says I can blow him away when I get there? No, don't do that, you say. Phi Saga nods. Why should I not blow him away? You explain that it'd be a bad idea to kill the man who runs your podcast. He is also your friend, you add. Andrew Yang says please don't blow away my friend Zach. Please don't blow away my friend, you say. Alright, he says. But he better not say anything bad about me. You continue driving down the road, listening to the wind blow outside your car. That's a good idea, you say. You get off at the next exit and drive through the streets of Des Moines. You can't help but notice the large amount of homeless people that are on the streets. Hey, Phi Saga, you say, why are there so many homeless people in this city? He responds.
Wow. Jeez, man.
Phi Saga says seems like you guys don't like taking care of each other. I should punish everyone. Seems like you guys don't like taking care of each other, he says. I should punish everyone until you understand that all you have are each other. You look at Phi Saga. He stares out the window, the sun shining on his back.
Wow, this
No,
AI
Phi
Andrew is
Saga,
really
you
nice.
say. That wouldn't be good. Why not? He asks.
And not only that, AI Andrew knows to then pass it on to you again.
Ugh. I should punish everyone until you understand that all you have are each other. That's deep, Visaga. You're a wise but dark wind god.
Well, it seems to be the point of 2020. I don't know.
Yeah. I like how Visaga works his way into the mix really seamlessly. This is a good movie.
You would watch this one?
Ah, who wouldn't? Wouldn't we all? Come on. Yeah. Oh, no, Visaga, that wouldn't be good. Why not? Yeah.
Zephyr, are you reading the story? Okay. For about 2 seconds.
Bernie Sanders doing?
Because that's not how it works. How what works? Threatening people to be nice to each other doesn't work. At least, it doesn't last. You think for a moment.
Aw. Someone write that?
No, the AI did.
Saga says, what do you suggest then? I will help you, but I am limited to moving air around. What do you suggest then? He asks.
I will help you, but I am
I will
limited to
help
moving
you,
air around.
But I am limited to moving air around. You drive in silence. You try to avoid the potholes in the road as you pass decrepit houses. You could bring clean water, you say finally. Bring it to places that need it. That would help a lot of people. Saga nods. Saw. I think it would be even better if we could rain down some money to people wherever they are, he says. I suggest you get the US government to simply mint the fucking coin, and then I can help distribute it. You shake your head.
Oh no.
Secure the bag, you say. Saga leans back in his seat and sighs. I suppose that's true, he says. But I was hoping to,
Hoping,
you know,
literally rain money on people.
We want people to
Yes.
have good lives, you say. But we can't force it on them. Well, I can. Saga nods.
That is very thoughtful.
Andrew Yang says literally raining money would be okay, but wouldn't putting money into people's bank accounts be better? Literally raining money would be okay, you say, but wouldn't putting money into people's bank accounts be better? Saga nods. That would be ideal, he says. But, as you know, I'm a god. I can't just decide to do that. Well, maybe we could convince someone else to do it? You ask? Maybe. We're gonna have to talk to Biden, you say. Saga nods. Yeah, he says. Let's do that. You pull out your phone and send a text to the former vice president of the US, who you become surprisingly good friends with since the election. Hey, you type, can you come meet Phi Saga? Phi Saga says you are too kind. Let people opt in? And yeah, it might hurt a bit if coins literally. You put your phone away. So, you want people to be able to opt in? You ask? You want to give people the choice to receive money? Yeah, Phi Saga says. It'll be a lot more ethical that way. You snap your fingers. I could add an option into the app that lets people sign up for your mailing list.
Wow.
Did we lose our Bernie Sanders and Alex Jones?
I don't think so. Did we?
I was just following this storyline.
Yeah, I think the computer's still working on it.
I think Alex Jones is in
I'm
the
still
hospital.
here.
Computer seems to be stuck.
We got
Give it a
kinda
reload.
philosophical there for a moment.
It did. Talking about ethics.
Yeah.
This is a very Star
It's
Trek
being lost
AI.
with people.
You know, this AI knows a shocking amount about Star Trek.
It's amazing. That was Star Trek?
Specifically.
Oh yeah, you can write
Yeah,
good
there's a
Star
lot
Trek
about Star
fanfics on
Trek.
this thing.
Yeah.
Somebody's been training it.
Yeah.
A lot of Trekkies, huh?
Mhm.
Yeah, I saw an interesting one where it's a story with, they questioned the AI as to whether or not he was the real Captain Picard, and the AI knew of the scenario that was being referenced and like the specific test question that they used on him, and it's just insane.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
What about
So
people who
how do
don't
you
have
save
phones?
these stories?
We'll worry
It'd be
about it
really
later.
interesting to
Phi
reread
Saga
them at
says.
some point.
Right now, we're here. You pull into a parking
Like
lot
10
behind a
years
large
from now, we
building.
could go back and
This
say,
is it,
hey, we wrote a
Phi
story
Saga
together.
says.
And it
You get out
sounded
of the
like
car
this.
and follow Phi
You
Saga
can
into the
publish them on the
building.
site,
Yeah.
or you can
Oh,
also
wow.
just copy and paste them into a text document and save them on your hard drive.
We'll worry about it later.
This feels like a time capsule moment, doesn't it?
Yeah. Machine learning can do that.
You walk through a hallway into an open room. A group of about 20 people are there, gathered around a table. They're all looking at something in the center. You walk closer and see that they're looking at a large map of the U.S.
Is that
Oh,
Zach?
Phi Saga,
Zach in a
says
black
man with
tank
short
top?
blonde
Hard to
hair,
imagine.
wearing a black tank top. Andrew Yang says Zach. Zach. You say. Zach turns toward you and smiles. Hey, man, he says, walking over to you. He gives you a hug. How have you been? You step back from him. Okay, you say. You know, just okay. Yeah, he says. I heard about what happened with Ashley. That's terrible.
Is Ashley?
Oh. Basket. Joe Rogan.
You call Joe Rogan. Hey, man, he answers. This had better be important. It is, you say. Can you come to Vermont? What the fuck for? I think I figured out how to save the economy. Oh, yeah.
I think I
Who
figured
is
out how
Ashley?
to save the
Phi
economy.
Saga asks. Oh, you say, taken aback by the sudden interjection. She was my girlfriend. Oh, Phi Saga says. Sorry to hear that. You nod
Aw.
slightly. Thanks, you say. So, how did she die? Phi Saga asks. She committed suicide a couple years
That's
ago.
weird. Fusaga's asking, even though Andrew Yang's interesting.
Weird.
But it somehow knows that Andrew Yang should know who Ashley is because Zach was talking to him about Ashley. Right?
Yeah.
It turned it around. That's really interesting.
Is that a real thing?
I don't know.
Weird. Weird. The future is weird and uncomfortable. Now we're like this. We don't know if it's.
Yes.
Andrew Yang says this took a dark turn. What the fuck? You say? Who are you? The man smiles and looks at you. He reaches his hand forward, and you shake it. Zach, he says. You look around.
What the?
You're in the woods.
What is happening?
Standing around.
Did we just go back into the ring?
I don't know.
Where am I?
I think we might have. Did we get into the ring?
Ringland.
Huh.
What happened?
Very mysterious. This could be a flashback.
You resurrect Bernie. This is a false flag. You say on the Alex Jones channel.
This is a
I was
false
forced to make
flag.
this video by violent communists. The house that was destroyed? That was my friend's house.
I was forced
He's
to
dead
make this
now.
video by
You look up
violent
at the sky.
communists.
Helicopters circle above you. The police are starting to arrive. You look back at your audience.
Helicopters circle above you. The police are starting to arrive.
And you call on the power of the Yan Gang. You
Call
start
on
to
the
chant.
power.
Build a wall. Build
What?
a wall.
What?
Yeah.
You chant.
Faye gets out of the
Faye
car.
gets out of the car and joins you.
And now
We
knows
must
that
build
Faye.
the wall.
Yang gang.
She says. We must build the wall.
What the hell?
I don't know, we've got some wall talk here.
What wall? The wall we have to build. What are you talking about? Never mind, you say. Just keep chanting. You keep chanting, and more people join in. Soon, there's a crowd of people, all chanting. The helicopter. Alex Jones pray to Alex Jones's audience for help. You pray to Alex Jones's audience for help. Suddenly, a beam of light shines down on you from the helicopters. Then, Phi Saga says, nah, you'll never finish it before I start blowing. Better to put the helicopters. Phi Saga puts the helicopters down. Now, we'll see how tough these fuckers are. Phi Saga raising her shotgun to her
Oh,
shoulder.
Saga's a girl.
She fires at a helicopter, and the wings
Oh.
explode, but the tail rotor keeps it flying. It's not working, Faye says. Of course it isn't, Phi Saga says.
That was a different kind of put down.
Andrew Yang says, I don't think the wall is the solution we need. You don't think a wall is the solution we need. I don't think a wall is the solution we need, you say. The crowd turns to look at you.
What we
Why the fuck
need
not?
is to find a way to get rid of the
Angrily.
helicopters.
What we need is to find a way to get rid of the helicopters. The ground begins to vibrate as dozens of motorcycles pull up.
Dozens of motorcycles pull up. Was it Yang Gang on the motorcycles?
Maybe.
Or is it Alex Jones's audience?
The tweet of God appears in the light.
The
Is Andrew Yang
God
president of the United
light
States
is
yet?
Andrew Yang
What?
president of the United States yet? Why does everyone want to be president? You ask. Because it's the only way to fix this country. You sigh. No, I'm not. Well then, what are you going to do about the hell? You say the Yang Gang is here. What? Faye asks, confused. The
What,
Yang
how
Gang
did
is
Faye
here,
lose her
you
E?
say.
Right?
Phi Saga says, ducking down into the trenches coming up with a grenade.
Man. was crazy.
The trench must be where they started digging out the foundation for the wall.
Yeah. Yeah.
Faye, get away. You yell, as Phi Saga pulls the pin and throws it at a helicopter. The helicopter explodes, sending pieces of metal
Wow,
and fire
that's all the
everywhere.
computer.
Come on. You say, grabbing Faye's hand and running toward the motorcycles. You and Faye run toward them, as people get knocked down all around you. What the fuck, dude? The biker you grab yells at you. I'm sorry, you say. I've
This
been
is
under
so
a lot of
weird.
stress.
I mean,
Well,
how does a
fuck you,
computer suddenly
asshole, the
be
biker
on the
says, as
Faye
you pull Faye onto the
sometimes?
back of the motorcycle
Like,
behind you.
you
You turn
wonder
the
what
throttle,
how
driving
is
away
it
from the
thinking?
scene.
Are there actually like
Andrew
monkeys
yanked
in the
comfort Alex.
background, like actually typing stuff on
It's
the other
okay,
side?
you say,
Probably,
putting your
yeah.
hand on
And they're
his
just
shoulder.
pretending to
It's
be like,
okay.
actually,
What the fuck
yeah,
just
yeah,
happened?
interesting.
He asks, angrily. The wall didn't work, man, you say. It was perfect. I had everything under control.
Can you imagine this happening? Wall didn't work, man. It's like Andrew Yang and Alex Jones with his hand on his shoulder. Can you imagine what a scene with grenades in the background and a wind god?
Alex Jones asks the AI if it's really a room full of monkeys. What the fuck happened? The wall didn't work, man, you say. It was perfect. I had everything under control. Are you sure? You ask. Maybe there's a debugger mode or something. Of course I'm sure, he says. Andrew Yang says I tried to warn you about automation, Alex. We never needed a wall, we needed a freedom dividend. The freedom dividend? You ask. What's that? A basic income, man.
Oh my
a basic income
goodness!
for everyone.
It's the
No
best
one would
scene.
need to worry about money. They could spend all day fucking around on the internet, like me, or drinking, or whatever. No one would have an excuse to write.
Or whatever.
This is so good.
No one would have an excuse to riot. That's an argument I haven't heard.
Saga.
Phi Saga says they always think they can control stuff.
I always think they
They
can
always
control
think
stuff.
they can control stuff.
Even when I'm right here. Meh, It's
May,
like they can't
it's
even
like
see
they can't
me.
even see me. You hear Phi Saga talk to you. Andrew, what would you do with your freedom dividend, Wind God Phi Saga? I don't know. Probably get some more tattoos, man. You hear Phi Saga talk to you.
Tattoos,
Probably
man.
get some more tattoos, man. You hear Phi Saga talk to you. Phi Saga tries to show off his tattoos, but no one can see them. I'm visible, man. I'm right here. You hear Phi Saga say. You can't see me, man. That's awesome. Tattoos stimulate local economies. You hear Phi Saga talk to you. That's awesome. Tattoos stimulate local economies. You hear Phi Saga talk to you. Yeah, I was thinking of getting a cover-up. Actually, Phi Saga says. What do you mean?
Faye got into
I want
the...
to cover up my back piece.
Who are you yelling at?
Faye is
She
just
can't see him.
Andrew Yang greet Faye. You walk up to Faye, smiling. Hey, Faye, you say. Hello, she says, smiling back. You stare into her eyes, and she stares into yours. I love you,
Aww.
you say. I love you, too. Andrew Yang thanked Faye for her work on basic income. Thank you for your work on the freedom dividend, you say. It was the least I could do, she says, smiling. You walk up to her, and wrap your arms around her, kissing her on the lips. The two of you embrace, as onlookers all cheer. To the eternal lovers. Someone shouts. To the king and queen. Another person shouts.
What? To the king and queen.
Eternal lovers?
It would appear that Andrew Yang has forgotten about Evelyn.
Oh my.
Then we should undo that. What do you think? Should we undo that? We'll undo
Yeah,
that.
maybe.
All right.
Well, it seems
your work on
unlikely
the
for the
freedom
character.
dividend, you say. Thanks for your work on the freedom dividend, you say. It was nothing, she says. You stare into her eyes, and she stares back. After a few minutes, you pull away from each other.
That's fine.
I
That's
think I
so
want to go home
awkward.
now, Faye says.
That's better.
Seems more likely, yes. Have you seen the way Andrew hugs people with his little little mittens?
Andrew Yang call Evelyn.
Yes,
You call up your mom.
You're right.
What?
Hey, Mom, you say.
You call your mom.
Hello, this is Evelyn. It's me, you say. Is everything
Hello, this is
okay,
Evelyn.
honey?
Alright,
She
it's
asks.
confused.
Yeah, I just wanted to talk. I'm at work right now. Is it an emergency? No, it can
Try
wait.
again.
I love you, honey. You take out your phone and call the number that called you. Hello, this is a secure tattoo. How
You
can
could
I help
get
you?
more context by
voice-
Yeah.
saying calls Evelyn
It's
his
me,
wife.
you say.
I'm going to,
I'd like
yeah.
to come home. You want to come back? The voice asks, surprise. Why? Because I'm finished with what I was doing.
All right, we'll try that one.
I feel like we haven't heard from Bernie Sanders in a long time, even though he's
I-
been resurrected.
Yeah, I thought I resurrected him when we were in that spooky forest.
I think I want to go home now, Faye says.
Sorry, I was just
Okay,
stepped
she
away for a
says,
moment.
As the two of you get onto
It's
the
okay.
back of the motorcycle. You turn the throttle, driving away from the protest. You ride for about an
Just
hour
missed you.
before arriving at your home in Elk Grove. You live with your wife.
All right, I
Evelyn,
probably
in
can't
a
play for
lovely
much
house
longer. This
provided
has
by
been
the
really
government.
fun, though.
Yeah, this has been fun. I'm glad you were here. It's really cool, right?
Now I'm going to end up staying up all night, probably by myself, wanting to play it.
Right?
It's cool. You can hop on it anytime, and you can check out other people. See the
Andrew
gameplay.
Yang become president.
I actually,
You sit
Jalen,
down
what's
in the White
what's your
House's
baby's name?
living
I
room,
actually do
a
not know
massive
that.
fireplace behind you.
This
You
is
call your
Elliot.
chief of staff into the room. Let the
This is
freedom
Elliot.
dividend
Hey,
go
Elliot.
out, you say.
Is it
Okay.
Mother's watching
sure,
TC
he
Zephyr.
says.
Come on, Zephyr.
Congratulations on your success.
You see the
Zephyr.
baby?
No problem.
Here's your
Was
baby.
there anything else?
He's 2
Not
months
really,
old.
sir, he says. Just don't go fucking it up.
Zephyr and I we gave our neighbors some money to make us matching shirts.
Aw.
I think we've come to a good place to end. You see,
Because we hardly ever have. We never wear mommy and son.
the story's come to a good ending, I think.
He's so happy. Look at him.
Yeah, he's probably pretty
He
sleepy.
came to a good ending several times.
Do you see this?
Yeah.
You see this one?
You wake up in a cold sweat.
That's awful.
That's
Oh, come
Oh
on.
my goodness.
Look what you did. All right.
It was all a dream. It was all a dream. That's the.
Kiss Bernie.
You kiss her on the cheek. Go back to sleep, you tell her. You drift off again. Slowly waking up about an hour later.
He really wants to have a baby again.
Oh, he's so sweet.
This is about that time when
Yeah.
the little one gets old enough.
He smells so good.
He's a very sweet baby.
Is he looking right at you? Is he staring
Yes.
at you?
He stares at me a lot.
Yeah.
Aww.
He's just becoming like very aware and sort of developing.
You
his
lean over to kiss her,
personality.
but she's gone.
Um,
Good
it's
thing you only
wonderful.
dreamed about her.
I'm really
How old
enjoying.
is he now?
2 months. He's 8 weeks,
Mm-hmm.
and he was born at
Mm.
9 pounds, so he's pretty big already.
That helps them a lot to be calm. I've heard that the bigger babies are much calmer.
Oh, really? I've never heard.
Whoop.
There have to be some
Yeah,
advantages
those.
to having a huge baby, right?
You know, they know they're powerful, so
You
it
So
really.
there's some
Kissing the former candidate on his lips.
Oh, okay.
Well, there's
His
a
eyes widen in shock as
major
you hold the kiss
advantage
for
to
a
it
few
because
seconds.
they're
I'm sorry.
just so
you
much
say,
more
as he
mature.
sits there with a blank
Yeah.
frown
Like their
on his
nervous
face.
systems are
I
by
was
the when they
overcome
come
with
out.
passion. You wait for a
Mhm.
response.
Yeah, he
The
was all
senator
ready
just
to
stares
go,
in shock, his eyes glazed over.
and we haven't had any problems so far. So I've been very
That's
fortunate.
why feature there's a lot of situations, especially during like pregnancies, where nature pushes us to the extreme boundary, right? Like
I
for
felt
like
that burn.
we
The
used to
senator
study
stared at
snakes,
you.
and the snakes in
Oh,
wild,
he said.
the
He
pregnant,
leans
the
in,
gravid females
kissing
would
you
get
on the
like
lips. You feel a surge of passion run through
very,
you as you wrap
they
your
would allow
arms around him.
themselves to
The
get
two of you
stay
kiss
in
for
the
several
sun
minutes
until they would
before you break
almost be
away.
overheated. If they stayed out any longer, they could die.
Wow.
But they would push it to the extreme boundaries because that's what creates the best babies, So they would just
Wow.
push things, and that's normal.
Yeah.
So it's not always the average, right? You're not always
Mhm.
trying to be average.
Yeah.
Nature is actually trying to push in certain directions.
Oh, that's amazing.
I felt the burn. Oh my goodness!
Oh, he says. And he
This
kisses
is
you.
taking a whole different direction.
Yep.
Finally, the erotica nobody asked for.
Careful, this thing does write really raunchy erotica sometimes.
No, it's
Oh,
no.
yeah.
Safe for work mode's on. Don't worry about it. Just go nuts.
Okay.
But when we stop the stream, we can turn it off.
Somebody's been
so-
really training that up too, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna head out, and then that way you don't have to talk about Zephyr or anything.
Bye, Faye. Thanks for
was
hanging out
awesome.
with us. It was good to play with you.
Nice day.
Yeah, have a
Good night.
Good night. Thank you for showing the baby. That was
Thank you.
Yes.
the best. Okay.
Guys want to start a new game with some new characters?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Sure.
Like he's gonna let me hang out for a while.
All right. All right. Okay. That.
What kind of settings I've seen some in Shale's games. What do you guys want to do this time?
Oh, I'm just doing a custom, generic one,
Sure.
so we could do anything. What do you guys have anything in mind?
I did not, but I will go with whatever.
Yeah, I mean, let's just improvise.
All right.
Freddy Krueger was mentioned earlier.
Oh yeah, Freddy Krueger. That was a good one. You know what? Let's just each pick a character and not tell each other what character we've chosen. We'll get a complete mess. What do you think?
All right, now are we picking like pre-existing characters? Is that the idea?
That's what I
Yes. Let's pick pre-existing characters.
And what setting should we put them in?
It can be any. I guess the modern. Yeah, good question. What do you guys think? All right. I've chosen my character.
Are we gonna carry on here in this window, or making a new one?
I'm gonna send you information.
Okay.
It's gonna be a new window. Here's the URL, and I'll send you the short code in a second. There we go. I'm gonna send it to Chris. Code. URL. All right, you guys. Know when you joined.
Looks like the same one you were just in.
Oh. That's not possible. No. Couldn't be. Do again.
Yeah, it sends me back to the presidential game.
Thank you. Thank you. I think he's okay. We'll see. Do we need a new code?
Yeah.
Alright, here it is. But that's the same short code. It's the one you just sent.
Sent it to you.
Oh, okay.
Not from the previous game. All right, I see a second player with as yet to be named.
Me?
I keep sending me to the old game.
Jalen is
Don't
in.
know why.
I'm in the new game.
Jalen, maybe you could send Chris the code?
Sure.
You know, I'm going to follow the link for...
Buggy sometimes. Maybe. What you thinking?
Can you also send me the short code,
Oh,
Jamie?
sorry.
Yeah.
Of course. There you go.
All right, that seemed to work.
Weird.
You are Sagat, king of the Muay Thai style of kickboxing, and former champion of the Street Fighter tournament, eager to a juggernaut of a man. You are a paragon of physical strength, feared and respected the world over. With your fists and feet wrapped up in bandages and leather boots, you stand at the ready. You just received news that your next match is to be against the Super Chinese, a fellow kickboxer who trained in an ancient style of Chinese martial arts.
So, did it just write that paragraph?
The second one it did.
Yeah. It's amazing. Sometimes I do feel like there's just like a person on the other end of this.
Yes.
Sagat says who is. The announcer sheepishly says, well, I just That is, he might not be. Sagat says enough. I will have my match now. You will bring him to me or you'll join him. The announcer quickly says,
Dracula is typing.
You dismiss the announcer and begin walking towards the back of the stadium where your opponent should be.
Dracula is typing.
Dracula.
Wow, it is me. I am the Super Chinese. It was me all along.
It was me all along.
You look and see a man coming towards you. Dressed in a green robe, with his face painted green, he looks like the very image of the devil himself. Well, other than the fact that he's
Because
Asian.
the devil is not
In the
Asian.
middle of the walkway to your battle ring and both
Decidedly.
Absolutely not.
accepting his gesture.
That's preposterous.
The devil is decidedly white.
I mean, I don't know, I'm open to it.
I love Dungeon AI. So we got Dracula. Who else is here?
Let's see.
Joe Exotic.
Nice.
There is a Tiger King setting, actually. Someone made a Tiger King. You can. There's a tiger. You can.
Dracula, but aim high.
Joe Exotic shoot gun at Dracula.
You quickly quickly pull out your shotgun and fire at the thief. You hit him directly in face, but since you were aiming high you missed his head and the force of the shot simply knocked him back. He rolls on the ground and then jumps up and runs away.
The force of the shot
You
simply
curse out
knocked
loud
him
as
back.
you run after him. As you run past the ring, the crowd begins to boo. Sagat. You quickly use your signature move Tiger Shot, which is a combination of punches and kicks that hits with
All right, all right. We got to
raging
correct the
fire.
computer here. We
You
can't let
hit the
that.
devil in the side of the
All right,
head,
use
breaking his neck and sending him flying
use
into the He falls to the ground and doesn't get up. The crowd goes wild as you wave to them.
Use Tiger Shot on Dracula.
Okay.
You finish chasing the devil and line up for another blast. You fire at him, hitting him directly in the chest. He tumbles to the ground and this time you are ready for it. You follow up with another blast, catching him in the face this time. He stops moving. You walk over to his body and kneel down to take a closer look at him.
Dracula plays dead as he was not staked.
Dracula plays dead, as he was not staked. You look at his face, which is now a black mass of burnt flesh. You kneel down to take a closer look at him. Just as you're about to touch his body he suddenly springs up and grabs your wrist. You try to pull away but his grip is strong. You begin to Sagat use Sagat's special move Low Tiger Shot, which is a fireball aimed at the groin and legs. You fire at him, but he anticipated your move and drops to the ground. The blast hits his leg and it is engulfed in flames. You quickly run away as he falls to the ground screaming.
There was some cheesecake in the fridge for you too. And I made a little coffee.
Dracula jumps to avoid future Low Tiger.
Good one.
Dracula screams in pain as he quickly gets to his feet and runs away. You chase after him, but he
Dracula
is faster than you in
jumps
the long run, and
to
by the
avoid
time you come
future
back
Low
in your
Tiger
movement,
shots.
He is long gone. You curse loudly, but it doesn't matter. You know what you're going to do tonight.
I'm gonna remix that one because it doesn't make a whole lot
Oh
of
yeah,
sense.
go for it.
He's Dracula. You should be
Dracula
able
screams in pain and falls down, rolling on the
to
ground.
levitate.
He manages to put out the flames, but his leg is now a burnt stub. He falls away from you.
They're powerful
You try to
tiger
blast him
shots.
again, but miss completely. Dracula gets up and runs off back towards the
Well, I mean, they're
announcer's table.
fireballs.
Yeah.
And
The
you know how
announcer
the
gets
AI
out of
loves
his seat
burning
to
things.
confront him.
Yeah. The announcer. Who is the announcer?
I don't know.
Like, what is this setting? Let's flesh it out.
We're figuring it out as we go along. You can feel free to add. What do you think? I don't know. You have any ideas? Hang on.
Sagat used Sagat's special move Tiger Uppercut, which is a leaping uppercut, starting low. You run as fast as you can and leap into the air towards the devil. You punch at him, still not quite reaching his height. You begin to fall back to the ground, but in mid-fall you make contact. Joe Exotic inspect the announcer.
I like not knowing what the setting is. I don't think we can really, like,
A bullet
know,
hole through his head. You look
stop
around
the
and see
AI
no one
from
else in
changing
sight.
the setting.
The parking lot is empty too.
No.
Where'd everybody
Although we
go?
could use that
You
world
say
setting
aloud.
if you have any
Just
ideas.
then you hear an engine
Or like,
start
I'm
up
not
and
sure how to
tires
use that
squeal
feature
away.
really, but we can.
I haven't
haven't tried it yet. It seems promising.
The documentation is
that's how people are
sparse,
making.
but yeah, maybe I'm just looking in the wrong area for it. It's probably on the forums.
Yeah.
Where did everybody
But it's
go?
got to be how people are making the more complicated games.
Yeah, it's got to be.
The announcer has been shot in the head. Where'd everybody go? And suddenly I'm
Good question.
alone.
Dracula is typing. Ultimate attack. Crossover vehicle.
Dracula drives an economy-sized SUV through the door and into
I
Sagat.
need to say, oh no!
You stand up and rush to attack. Dracula, why are you here? You ask.
Sagat is a vampire!
So, you ask,
It
not
is my
understanding his
deception.
reasoning. We're natural enemies. He replies as he throws a punch at Sagat. You leap into the air, your fist aimed at his face. Stake him. Not me. He yells, trying to dodge out of the way. You punch him in the chest and he falls backwards. He starts coughing up blood and screaming in pain. You land on your feet behind him. I'm sorry. Sagat used Sagat's special move Tiger Knee, which is a jumping knee attack, aimed at the chest and head. While performing this move, as you run towards him, he leaps up and tries to escape your range. Tiger Knee, you yell as you leap into the air and kick your leg out. You catch him right in the chest and he flies through the air and smashes through the windshield of a car. His body is stuck in the windshield but he is still moving. You leap into the air and again kick your leg out. Tiger Knee, you yell as your foot hits him right in the face. His body flies out of the windshield and onto the hood of the car. He lays still, not moving at all. You stand there, waiting to see if he is still alive. Joe Exotic say, where is the tiger? You look around and don't see the tiger anywhere. You hear the sound of a machine gun and feel bullets hit you in the back. You fall to the ground. I can't believe it, you say as you lay dying. Dracula was behind the murder all along. And Sagat says, try again.
All
Kid.
along. And I would have gotten away with it too.
Try again. Kid, you say. No, I think I'm good, he says as he puts your head in his hands and twists it around, killing you instantly.
Wow.
Dracula says, bullet, your one weakness. Dracula laughs as he watches the man die. Hey, wait a minute, you're dead. I killed you. He says. How are you able to talk? The power of the mind, my friend, you say. I knew you'd come back here, so I prepared myself. But how? How are you alive? It's easy, I'm immortal.
All right, guys. I'm sorry to jump off, but I think I'm gonna put Elliot to bed.
No problem. It was really
Okay.
good talking. Good playing with you.
He wants
Yeah,
something.
it was good times.
Yeah,
Talk
that
to you
was
soon.
fun. I'll talk to you guys. Talk to you later. Bye.
Good night.
Dracula laughs in a muffled, compressed sound wave file. Vanishes in a pillar of light only to reappear on the other side of the room. He lifts his cape with one hand and declares. It hits him, burning up his body and turning it to ash. You smile as the fireball hits you and burns you to a crisp.
Yeah, I get so weird with burning.
Yeah.
Things burn to ash, but like survive.
It's very strange.
It's a concept
You
that
have been
seems to
defeated.
struggle with.
All right. If we've been defeated, I could restart another game.
I think I'm gonna call it a night.
All right. That's fair. Good night. Man. Oh man.